Hi, Mr. Sharon Gomez. Welcome to the National Critics' Choice Online News and the Stienberg Review.
Thank you.
Really, here at the Coffee and Tea World exhibition here in Singapore, could you tell us more about your tea and coffee production from Papua New Guinea?
Oh, it's an interesting and a long story to tell you.
Take your time.
Because our company goes back to 1914 when a gentleman by the name of William Randolph Carpenter began this company in Sydney, Australia, and we are now coming onto the W.R. Carpenter Group is coming into its 98th year.
98 years
of existence.
Wow!
And well, the interesting part of it is that the coffee and the tea story begins maybe 60 years ago in Papua New Guinea, in the Western Highlands, in a place known as the Wagi Valley, where tea was first grown, and coffee, being another interesting part of its history, was brought in by the missionaries. The coffee plant brought in by the missionaries. And that's how the coffee and tea began there. Well, Carpenter's involvement in Papua New Guinea is about 60 years now. And we are the only grower, planter and producer of tea in Papua New Guinea.
Wow!
There's no other company. And as for coffee, the world famous Sigri coffee is proud. This is a proud brand. Sigri coffee, a world famous Sigri coffee.
Mm-hmm. And what does Sigri coffee mean?
Sigri is a place in the Wagi Valley, and this interestingly was planted by a gentleman by the name of Tom Cole, this plantation. You may have all heard of the film Crocodile Dundee.
Oh yes, the famous Crocodile Dundee.
The Crocodile Dundee film is based on the life of Tom Cole, who was a crocodile hunter and later planted this Sigri coffee plantation in Papua New Guinea. So it's a beautiful history that we have, and we are continuing that world famous plantation. And this coffee goes out to all parts of the world. Sigri coffee to Germany, to USA, to Japan, to Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapore, and Australia, New Zealand, and so many other parts of the world. Belgium, Austria. So it's well known. It's well known. And the coffee is here. The uniqueness of our company's process is that this is pure 100% Arabica washed coffee. And the process that we follow is this: following the breaking of cherry from the tree. It is pulped and washed for 3 days.
3 days?
3 days.
Wow.
And a 4th day also immersion in water. Finally, it's put to sun-dried. Sun-dried, the parchment is sun-dried. Mm-hmm. Maybe about 8 to 10 days or even more depending on the weather.
And what's the temperature like?
We have to maintain a come to 10 degrees.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we maintain that 10 degrees. So what happens is thereafter the coffee is conditioned for a period of 21 days, and then finally it's hulled, polished and graded into AAA, AA, A, B berry, B and C. So these are the main grades that we sell to most parts of the world. So it's hulled, graded, then we machine sort, and also the premium grades are hand sorted. Hand sorted.
Hand sorted, wow.
Because sometimes we don't depend entirely on machines, but we also depend on the human eye.
Now, when you talk about hand salted, what kind of salt do you use?
Hand sorted means there are workers who spread the beans on a flat tray table, and then they pick out the defective or whatever odd colored beans. So to give us a fine uniform grading. So this is our specialty in this coffee, and this coffee is it's a full bodied, acidity, good body and acidity, and also has a little bit of a chocolatey finish. So which makes it very important to roasters all around the world.
Wow!
Yeah,
amazing.
So that's with regard to coffees. We also have other plantations, Bunembo, which is coming a close second to Sigri, and also Kinde and Kigaba, which is also famous. Kigaba is also a specialty coffee that is sold to Japan. So coming on to the tea.